welcome back to another episode of The Stable. And as you can see, I'm about to wash Sean's car because I'm whipping it around a little bit. He is currently away on a work trip, so with that being said, his appointment to take it into Ford so they could check it for oil consumption and everything happened last Monday, I believe, while he was gone. So he left the car with me and my dad to drive around. So they I haven't looked yet. I'll probably show you guys it here on the video. Supposedly they marked the dipstick some kind because they did an oil change on it while they had the car in. So they told us that they did an oil change. They want us to put 500 miles on it and then bring it back in so they can see exactly how much oil the car is burning. So I'm gonna clean it up, make it all look pretty, and I'm gonna continue to drive it around. All right guys, and as I was about to start getting everything out to wash, Sean's Shelby UPS just dropped off and they delivered this. I think this pipe is going to work. It's off of a it's the discharge pipe from a 96 to 98 Cobra that has the aftercooler on there. So you can see it has a funky bend, and we'll walk back to the garage right now and see if it'll kind of mock up. All right guys, moment of truth. Man, I don't think that's gonna work. Man. Wow. So guys, as you can see, I'm still having the same problem of I don't know what pipe I can try to get to make that bend. You see the end of the aftercooler would have to be up there somehow. I still just don't think that's gonna work. All right, well, back to the drawing board, I guess, with that. You can see I try to get that polished as well and try to make the engine bay look all pretty, but I'm still gonna have this be like the satin color along with the head unit, just because I'm trying to get this car back together and not spend the extra time to get these right, and plus it's probably really expensive. But I guess that's all the attention the 96 is gonna get today. I thought the head unit was gonna show up today. It still might, I guess we'll see. I was gonna do some wrenching on that just to get everything lined back up, but as you can see, since that pipe doesn't fit, I don't think this thing's gonna be ready to go this week. So back to putting all the attention on the Shelby. Get miles on this thing anyways, and so I figure why not drive it. I'm heading to the gym right now, but so when we dropped this off at Ford, they wanted us to I probably said it earlier, but they marked the dipstick, changed the oil, and they want us to bring it back after 500 miles so they can see how much oil the car is burning. My numbers could be off a little bit, but I believe Sean said he added 4 quarts of oil at his house to this, and when the Ford changed the oil, they said it was 4 quarts low. So all in all, if Sean wouldn't have changed it, it's like 9 quarts of oil it burned in that time, so which is crazy. So like I said, Sean's gone, so I'm driving it, and guys, I love this car so much. I want one so bad. You can say the snake has its fangs in me right now. I love everything about it. The sound, the exhaust, the name Shelby that comes with it. It's a completely different feeling than, of course, you know, my 96. And even though my 96 beat this car already, I would love to have one of these things. Oh my goodness, it just sounds so good. And every time I saw it, it just puts a smile on my face. And if I wasn't YouTubing right now or taking this video, I'd have my music going right now. I have the windows cracked, and I'd be just laid back in this thing, just cruising. Figure I'd give you guys a little ride along my way to the gym. Guys, I can't say enough. I'm truly in love with this thing. I've never wanted to go out and get a car payment like this before in my life, but I feel like it would be worth it for this car. It's just everything about it. Just I can go on and on and on about this thing. So driving this, I will say, for as much as I love it and can go on and on about it, the only complaint I have is this thing sits extremely low to the ground. Like, I'm literally having to come out the driveway almost like parallel with the edge of the sidewalk for the driveway to get this thing out without scraping. So I'm just, especially since it's not mine, obviously, I'm being extremely careful, trying to plan my route accordingly, because like there's this huge bump right here, so I don't want to tear off the front chin spoiler. But right now I'm about to merge onto the highway. This thing has about 54 miles to empty. I have to put some gas in it soon. Alright guys, just left the gym, had a nice little chest day, a little bit of arms, got a nice little pump going. Got about 45 miles to empty, so we gotta go get some gas. Man, I just can't get over the way that voodoo sounds. Bring it back into Ford after it has 37,880 miles on it, and we are at 37,490. So we still got quite a ways to go. Like I said, Sean left it for me and my dad to put miles on it, and my dad's driven it once, and that was the day we took it to Ford and dropped it off. Well, he drove it to work one time, and this is the second day I've driven it. So trying to help Sean out, put miles on it for him. So when he gets back, he can just take it right to Ford, and hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, he gets the Gen 2 motor put in here, because I know his game plan is to put twin turbos on here from Fat House. So hopefully we can get that Gen 2 and it works out for him like that. Alright guys, so this car just gets attention, but it was funny because when I pulled into the gym parking lot, you know, I was laid back, I was bumping, and this guy walked by and he was like, sheesh. He's like, how much one of those run you? And I was like, honestly bro, I was like, it's my brother's, I'm just whipping it like it's mine. And he just started dying laughing. But I mean, I think anybody, if their brother was gonna let him whip around a 350, you know, I think anybody would flex in it. So I think I'm just doing what anybody else would do. So got the Shelby back in the garage, and figured it's a good time to go ahead and check the oil in it, and then we're gonna actually check the dipstick too to see if Ford marked it like they said they did. And then I mean, I assume that the oil is probably gonna be lower than it was already, just because this car is burning a ridiculous amount of oil. But I guess here we go. So see if you guys can see that or not. It looks like, I'm assuming, just because I didn't get to see this dipstick before, but I'm guessing they put this red paint on here to see how far the oil level has dropped. So I put it back in here and check. Yeah, it's hard to say, guys. I mean, I don't even think we have 100 miles. We might have about like 120 miles on it now since Ford did the oil change. The time before this, when I checked the dipstick, it looked like it was below the red line already, and this time it doesn't appear to be. I try to show you guys a little bit better, but it's hard to see on camera. But yeah, they definitely did paint a red little mark here on the dipstick, just to so they can see how far it's dropped. So I'll go ahead and put this back in here, and we'll just continue to drive it. But I just wanted to try to document that for you guys, and so you can see how Ford goes about testing to see whether these vehicles are burning oil or not. And then maybe there you can see the red line on there. So we'll put this back in there, continue to drive. I think we got some weather coming in this week, so I don't know how much more driving we'll do on it this week, but we'll definitely get those miles in, and I'll keep you guys posted and let you know what Ford decides to do with this car. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.